Tom, Nico, Elizabeth, Max, Raj, Sean, Linda. Sorry if I skip you. Jacob, Rob, Matthew, Gustav, Randy. All right, lots of people on here. Probably have 500-600 people watch this. So if I don't get to answer your question on ecom, I'll apologize now. It's just not realistic to answer everybody. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm going to be going through is a real quick. I've been doing a lot of talking on e-commerce right now, just because. Let me start by saying you will never get this opportunity again in your lifetime. Neither will I. The way that the world is panning out for e-com, it's like the famous saying goes, there are years where nothing happens and weeks where years happened. Your opportunity, my opportunity in e-com just shot forward 10, 20 years in the last 8 weeks, because everything's disrupted. Retail's disrupted. JCPenney bankrupt. Bankruptcy's rolling out. They've got too many stores. Physical stores don't work anymore. But the problem is there's not enough people who know e-com. I can tell you that because I basically have been doing e-com since 2001. I've seen the world, and now I work with the top investment banks to bid to buy these big companies. JCPenney's Chapter 11 right now, but if it switches to Chapter 7, or if it goes to a 363 liquidation, I look at all those deals. Right now, I've got bids in for 6 companies to buy. Big companies. These are not ones you should start with, okay? The way I started, and I'm going to tell you guys my story and the whole thing. I started out, in 2001 with a small business, but it took me from sleeping on a couch in a mobile home. It took me about 9 months of doing e-com to get to 6 figures. I was making between $6,000 and $10,000 a month, and it completely revolutionized my life. I made more money than basically anybody in my family had ever made, and it gave me all the freedom I wanted. Moved out, got a house with 2 other guys in Raleigh, North Carolina, and I've never gone backwards since then. Every year I've been able to grow my businesses, grow my revenue, grow my net worth, and all the way to today. We're now in the 2020s. So for you, a lot of you are at the crossroads right now where you're like where I was when I started, and you feel like you're, broke or with no path out, So if that's you and that's how you feel, this is a good thing for you to watch. This is totally legit. Everybody knows about it. It's all over the news. I was telling people to do e-com in 2001, and people thought it was a scam. And, this and what? No, what are you talking about? Blah, blah, blah. Well, now we see who laughs last. That's how the game goes. So I'm going to give you guys kind of I've got a set of slides I want to go through in kind of a real organized fashion, just to, make this easy to follow. So I'll share my screen here, and if I'll stop for questions, and I'll also open up some examples and all that kind of stuff. So give me a second here. I'm going to go here to the very beginning. I've got 21 slides for you. Okay, here we go. Sharon, we're already up way over 500 people. Okay, this thing may end up at, sometimes these get up to 700-800 people. So, okay. How to become an e-commerce certified specialist in 4 months. That's the goal of today's call. Some of you will take a little longer, and some of you will take a little, go a little faster, but there's a legitimate path for you to become an actual specialist in e-com in 4 months. Okay. Just an explanation. Who's this training for? If you're already an entrepreneur, pay attention, because maybe you're an entrepreneur, but you're not a master of e-com. If you don't care about launching your own business, but you are are okay with being an employee, and there's nothing wrong with being an employee as long as you're getting paid fairly, this e-commerce certified specialist is going to change your life, because now you can command a better income, a better salary, because you have more skills than the other people around you at work. That's important. That's how you make more money as an employee. You just got to know more. It's easy to ask for a raise when you're the only one who knows something in your entire company. And this is also if you want to be a consultant, or you are a consultant and you want to do this as a part-time freelancing where you can train other people and help them grow their e-com business. Now, why listen to me? I mean, the simplest explanation for that is I got experience. There's 4 in this e-commerce training that I do. There's 4 of us. There's me and my business partner, Alex, and there's a guy named Rudy, who's a business partner, and we have kind of like some 4th and other guests that will teach you. But just to give you an example, if you're wondering, should I listen to this guy? So here's a brand that I own, an e-com brand. Okay, this is Dress Barn. I bought it last year in October, and it's a huge brand. Last year it did $740 million in revenue. Okay, so I'm the largest shareholder, being my business partner, in this brand right here. Farmer's Cart is another brand that I built. It's in the grocery space, hyper fast growing company. We ship and sell food across. It's a grocery store online. Okay, another brand that I own, mentorbox.com. I have 75,000 customers on automatic rebilling, paying, and this is we interview and summarize books for people. We have Walmart as a client for their employee training program. We've got New York Times best-selling authors. Here's my business partner, Alex. Here's me. So okay, so I've got the experience. Me and my business partner have done over $1 billion with our businesses in e-commerce. We've spent over $600 million, okay, on Facebook and YouTube ads. I'm going to give you strategies that work for multiple brands. Multiple industries. Clothing. Here's just 3. I have about 12 brands. I don't want to talk about myself too long. This is food. This is education. So what you're going to learn is things that work across anything, any category you might want to focus on. I'm going to connect you with mentors. My business partner here, Alex, he just sold his company for $300 million. Okay. He launched a company called Zeus. And let's see if there's a picture. He rang the New York Stock Exchange bell in the summer. Oops. Okay. Here he is, right here. You can see a video of Alex right there. I don't know if I'll play the video, but maybe I'll play it here just in case people are skeptical. Here's him ringing the New York Stock Exchange bell after he sold it to this company in Germany. There's Alex right there. So for those of you who know about business, ringing the New York Stock Exchange bell is basically the most prestigious thing you could probably do, as a business owner, in terms of, selling a business. And this is Cheyenne here. This guy, he's the CEO of Dress Barn for us. So I'm going to connect you with these techniques and tools that you're not going to learn other places. I've got an insane amount of testimonials. I actually have a full-time employee overseas who manages all the testimonials we get for the different programs. Over 100 million people have watched my free training. Over 200,000. Actually, this is outdated. A lot more than that have gone through my paid training. Okay. Is it too late to learn e-com? I'm gonna change this word from no to almost. That's the real truth. Okay. You're almost too late. And here's what I mean. People preferred buying online. You know how long people have preferred buying online? For over 100 years. And you might say, but Ty, the internet didn't exist 100 years ago. Well, you're right, but they were still doing They were buying through this. I have a barn on my farm. I'm on a farm right now, and people used to get this right here, a catalog delivered to them, and they would order. The barn on my farm here was ordered from Sears Roebuck. This is a 1902 one. That's about when my barn was built, over 100 years ago. So guess what? People have preferred buying online for more than 100 years. It's just they didn't call it online. Or I should say, let's change this word to not at stores. Okay? But right now, retail stores are going bankrupt. Let's just type in and just like look. It's just insanity right now. What's happening? Retail bankruptcy to watch for. Let's not even talk about ones that are already done. We've identified 54. There's 27 retailers could file bankruptcy. Let's just look through some of these. This is a little bit outdated, but I just want to give you the sense of opportunity, because all these people that used to buy from these companies, now they're going to buy online. What do we have here? We've got this company right here. This is where I bought Dress Barn from, Ascena. J. Jill, J.C. Penney's, Neiman Marcus, Steinmart, Rite Aid, GameStop, GNC, let's see, Express, L Brands. This is the company that owns Victoria's Secret. Let's see, Destination X, Wayfair. Now, not all of these will necessarily go bankrupt, but these are ones with an elevated risk. Even Chewy. Michaels, you guys know Michaels? So what do you think of that for opportunity? Think about that. Name a time. Where are all those people going to go? Guess where they're going to go? They're going straight online when all those stores close. Hold on one second. I was actually looking at this article, reminding me of something to send to my lawyers about looking at one of these acquisitions. I didn't even realize this Chewy one might be coming up. Okay. By 2021, worldwide retail e-com is going to hit 4.9. That's insanity. Trillion. That's 4,000 or almost $5,000 billion. A lot of entrepreneurs, I meet them and I say, what's your plan? They say, oh, I'm going to make an app and I'm going to be the Uber of, everybody's ideas around Uber. I'm going to be the Uber of this, that, and this. And I'm going, why not just keep it simple? Why make something complicated? This thing could be done simply. Look here. So here's 2009, the growth of e-com as a percentage of people buying in retail stores. So it's been growing. You could see I started before they even made this chart, but boom, 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 boom. It was growing. And then right here, COVID comes and this thing jacks up to a spike that you've never seen before. Nobody's ever seen anything like that. That, my friend, is a once in a lifetime opportunity. Let me stop my share for a second. Any questions so far? I'll take one or two. Someone said, can't believe Drake Crew went bankrupt. Believe it, baby. Everything you think, I told you, Victoria's Secret. Now, they're not bankrupt yet, but their stock prices plummeted. They had Sycamore Partners was going to buy them, backed out of the $550 million. They weren't buying the whole thing, but a majority. Malls, if we look at Simon Properties, me and my business partner tried to buy Forever 21 in January, and we ended up getting outbid. Well, the stalking horse bid got put in by Simon Properties. It was unbeatable. But now Simon Properties, look at their market cap, dropped from Simon Properties owns the most malls in America. They've dropped from 40 billion down. So yeah. Ty, is it difficult to compete in e-com with old companies? No, because they're going to be bankrupt. The easiest competitor to deal with is a dead one. Okay? Some of these are just dead and gone. How is this course different than your social media marketing agency course? Well, social media marketing teaches you how to build an agency to do people's advertising for them, their social media advertising. This is how to do e-com, how sell things online for yourself, or you can do it as an employee for somebody else too if you want. Order bump versus upsell. We'll talk about that later. I'll take some more advanced questions at the end. The answer to that order bump or upsell is both. It's not an if and situation. Ty, how long will it take to make money in e-com? Well, as I told you, I cannot. Everybody, it's like asking me how long does it take to learn basketball. I don't know. There's some people have been trying to play for 10 years and still suck. And I know people that learn basketball very quickly. It depends on how open-minded, motivated, and disciplined you are. If you have no motivation, you have no optimism, and you have no, discipline, you're probably going to fail at anything you do, including e-com. So I'm not trying to tell you guys that all you do is become an e-com specialist and boom, you're rich overnight. No, I'm telling you the opposite. But I'm saying you're gonna have to put in some work. But I'm telling you, the way wealth is created in the world. I want to show you guys something. Let me go back to my shared screen here. Let's just look at not enough people look at the Forbes list. Let's look at the Forbes list here. How are people creating wealth right now? By the way, we're on a Zoom call. That's e-commerce. It's an e-commerce service. It's all online. You don't go to a store. The owner of Zoom has become a multi-billionaire just this year. I mean, he already was, but his wealth has massively increased. So let's look here. Jeff Bezos, what business is he in? The richest man in the world? E-com. What business is Bill Gates in? E-com. Bernard Arnault is not in e-com, although he does do e-com. So 2 out of the top 3 are e-com. Warren Buffett's in a combination, so we'll skip him. He has 92 brands, so it's a little complicated to say. Larry Ellison, e-com. He owns Oracle. Amancio Ortega, he's not e-com. Okay, Zara does have e-com. It's not his core. Mark Zuckerberg's clearly e-com. The Walton family that own Walmart have begun to focus completely on e-com because their stores are closed. Not all of them, but stores in general are closed. So there you have those 3 together have 150 billion. They're actually the richest, the Walton family. Steve Ballmer, I actually know Steve. He's the 11th richest. He's in e-com. So when we look at the top 11 wealthiest people in the world, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8 out of 11. That's a good bet. If you were playing poker, you would bet on that hand. You would bet on that hand. Okay, going back here. Let's go back and pick some questions. Okay, next thing. So becoming an e-commerce certified specialist, like I said, is once in a lifetime. And I told people my last time I've said this was in 2016. October 2016, I told basically everybody in the world, 100 million people saw my videos. Okay. I said, start a social media marketing agency. Now is the time. And a lot of people listened, but more people, people were like, oh, this is a scam. This is a scam. Social media marketing agency. What's that? No one's ever going to be able to pay you money. Well, the first test group I opened was in October 2016. It was just incredible. I've never seen anything that I've ever taught have more instant testimonials. Let me not say instant. More testimonials in the first 3 months of launching. It was just wild. Now, since then, I personally have trained over 80,000 people to start a social media marketing agency. So it's more competitive now. So 2016 was your chance. You can still do a social media marketing agency. It's just better if you had started in 2016. So some people got in, lots missed out. You know what Jeff Bezos said? I'll show you something that everybody here should notice. It's called regret minimization framework. Jeff Bezos. So he had a nice job. He was making 6 figures. And Jeff Bezos, let's see if there's a quick quote you guys can see. Yeah, so this is what he decided. He didn't know if he should quit his job and go into e-commerce in 1994. So he said, I can't figure out the right answer. So he asked himself a question. Okay. When I'm 80 years old, will I regret not doing this? Yes, then do it immediately. No, then let it go. So he asked himself, I've got this idea to launch Amazon.com. Okay. I've got this idea to make this amazing thing. Should I do it? Well, he said, I think I'd regret it if I had stayed at my job. And guess what? He's now the richest man in history. So he made the right choice. The framework I found, which made the decision incredibly easy, was what I called, what only a nerd would call, a regret minimization framework. I wanted to project myself forward to age 80 and say, okay, and now I'm looking back at my life. I want to minimize the number of regrets I have. So if you go back here, just, it's funny how many people now come to me and go, I wish I had gotten into your social media marketing agency. Well, the next big thing, years later, I've identified e-com certified specialist, not just getting decent at e-com. Let me just be clear. I'm talking about being a legit specialist in e-com. I meet so many people that tell me they know e-com, and I'm just like, you just don't. Because there's really 4 main areas of e-com you have to understand. Most people you'll meet are good at. 1, they might know marketing, or they might be good at identifying products, finding things with large TAM, for example. They might be good at that. But that doesn't make you a specialist. You got to be good at the whole e-com game, not just one thing. So you have to understand the 4 Ps: product, pricing, promotion, and placement. And you're not going to learn that, obviously, on this one call. I cannot teach you guys everything in 1 week or 1 hour. But I want you to understand the big picture. Don't just get good at one of these. You're only as good as the weakest link in your chain. I've had to learn all 4 of these. And there's really, when you get a little more advanced, there's 7 Ps. So I'm giving you the 4 to create initial specialty mastery. But if you want to become like a red belt in e-commerce, there's even some more advanced things that I won't talk about on today's calls. Okay. So I've kind of designed a program, and I'm going to give you first access to it. Yeah, I'm going to give you a free access to it today as we go through this training. It's a 4-month program. I just closed the first test group, by the way. You missed that. So snooze, you lose. It's taught by experts. Everybody has to have at least a scaled company to do over $100 million in e-com. We got a certification at the end. So any questions before I kind of do some more training, somebody asked, what is TAM? TAM is total addressable market. Sorry, I'm looking at something. TAM is total addressable market. So you want to go into market. Some people, like, their idea for e-com is the total market's $1 billion. The reason I went into food with Farmer's Cart, an e-commerce brand that I own, think about it. How big is food? Anybody know the answer? $8.6 trillion a year is spent on food. Common sense. Food, shelter, water. Those are the things you need. How much is in clothing? Because clothing is shelter. Okay, shelter is housing and clothing. Shelters and clothing is well over $1 trillion. It depends on how you measure it, but it's $1 trillion industry. So I want to show you guys how to not. One of my mentors, Joel Salton, said the worst thing in life is getting good at the wrong thing. So some of you are about to get good at the wrong thing. You're going to start an e-com brand. I see people doing it every single day, and they're just building teeny businesses. And I'm going, okay, guys, even if you get good at this, you're not going to make that much money. Okay, a few more questions before I keep going. What do I think about going into vegan food? Huge market. Now, it's only about 1 or 2% of the food market, but the TAM of food is so large, 8 trillion, that even if it's 1% of people are interested in plant-based diets, you're talking just, it's massive. It's massive. Okay. So I just got my first e-com lead. Cool. We've got some people who might even be in my training program already. What do I think of affiliate marketing, Pete? My answer is that's a subset of e-commerce. So remember, e-commerce is anything that you don't have to go to a store for, that's done on either a phone or a laptop. Okay. And so the primary transaction, maybe you'll pick it up. So restaurants are going to switch to e-commerce. They already have. You order on the phone and either somebody delivers it to you like Uber Eats or something, or you're going to drive by and they're going to bring it to you curbside. Drop shipping, that's a subset. Drop shipping is one of the 4 P's, is placement. How do you deliver the product? You can do it through what's called drop shipping, meaning you don't have to ship it from your house or your own warehouse, and you don't have to carry inventory. Inventory can get expensive. Someone says the only way to get good at the 4 P's. Yeah, you have to. If you want to be a real master of the game and really ensure you're going to do it right. Yeah. Okay. So let me go back to sharing my screen. Is drop shipping super saturated? Not necessarily, but it's changed because now it's harder to get stuff from Asia shipped. So you need to do more local drop shipping. We do some drop shipping. With Dress Barn, we have our own warehouses. Same with Farmer's Cart, but we incorporate some drop shipping of some products, so we don't have to carry them. I like the drop shipping concept at a high level, but only if it's a brand. So some people where you make a mistake is you're not branding yourself. You're just a nameless, faceless place that people buy from, and they'll forget about you. Okay. Someone said, should I shut down my basketball? Douglas said, should I shut down my basketball e-commerce store since the pandemic hit? Well, why would you do that? That sounds like your brain is working opposite. Your compass is backwards. You think you're going north, you're going south. Why wouldn't you grow it right now? More people, look, I don't know if you're selling equipment. People play basketball at home because they're going crazy sitting in their house. Okay. Well, let's go back to the slides. Couple things for those of you who become an e-commerce certified specialist. Online lessons, you can access it from your phone. The only one thing, you can't share it with other people, or else my system will automatically block you. So this is for you and you alone, password protected. Self-paced learning, you can train on your own schedule. Look, it's 1/10 of the time of a college degree. 4 months, not 4 years. It's 100th of the price of college. NYU Business has a marketing degree and a digital degree. It costs $30,000 a year. That's $120,000 for literally an idiotic degree. I've seen it. I know a girl that's in it, and it's just the dumbest. She doesn't know anything. I wouldn't hire her. She spent $120,000. I wouldn't even hire her as an intern. I like her as a human, but she's an idiot when it comes to e-com because she had idiotic training. So we continue to add new ECS lessons all the time. So what are the things that you're going to learn? Let me just give you kind of like a sample, okay? And this is in no particular order. What is it? And I'm not promising you that this is going to happen, okay? It's not realistic that you are going to instantly go from 1 sale to 1 billion sales, okay? That's not what's going to happen. But let me just show you something. I'm going to show my screen here. Let me just show you some of my brands. I use Shopify. Let me turn down my brightness here so you guys can see better. Okay, good. So here's Shopify for one of my brands. So I'll just show you yesterday. I'm not going to tell you which brand it is just because my business partners don't like us. Don't like people knowing our exact numbers, but this is not my largest. This is not the brand I make the most money from, but it's a big brand. So you have, and this is not a screenshot. I'll refresh it here. That's Shopify. So that's yesterday. If you can see, it's $108,000 in sales. There's 2,000 orders. So we're shipping out 2,000 orders. You can see how many people visited our store yesterday. 224,000 visitors to our website to buy, and 194,000, you can see right there, were unique. Okay. So sometimes they're like, why should I listen to you? I'm like, well, do you know anybody else that had 200,000 people visit their store yesterday? And maybe you do. Great. If you do, you don't have to be on this call, but I didn't. When I started, I had to learn it all myself, unfortunately. I had a few mentors, but there wasn't many mentors in ecom in 2002 and 3 and 4. So, okay. So going back here to share my slides again. So I'm going to give you, let me just, look, I don't know if I should save this till you get in the program or just kind of, I'll give you a hint. The number one secret that helps on websites going from barely getting a sale a week to thousands of sales, let's just do a poll. Can anybody guess? I need about a half an hour to explain it, but can anybody guess what it is? Even close. Let's see. Virality. SEO, somebody says. Felix Miranda. Eric says product. Luis says branding. Man, these are going to come in too fast for me to read. Facebook pixel. Conversion rate. Rob Mills. The winning ad. Story. Presence. PPC. Product and value. A great story. Okay, this is going to come in faster than I can. Clickbait. Somebody said email. SMS. Somebody wrote the word Tunisia. Okay, you think that's the number one reason that your business will grow online, selling into Tunisia? Okay, could be. ClickFunnels, copywriting, sculpture approach, congruency. Now I'm going to tell you what it is. Somebody may have said it, but it's hard to read these all. It starts with an A, D, D. I'm giving you a hint. ADD, not AD. Advertising, that's not. There you go. My hint helped. Addictive. So I've become a professional in selecting products that are ethically addictive. You want things ethically addictive, by the way. I'm not talking about selling drugs. My dad went to prison, believe it or not, for selling cocaine. He went to Terminal Island when I was a baby. I was born in Long Beach, California. If you guys, anybody from there, there's a prison island called Terminal Island. So my childhood baby pictures are me visiting my dad at Terminal Island. And my dad had it right as how you make a lot of money. But I can tell you the reason you don't want to sell ethically addictive stuff is you go to prison. My dad got all his money taken away from him. My dad's from Harlem and stuff. So, but he was on the right track. So let me just give you guys some clues, what you'll learn in the program. Simple one, coffee. I see we got 600-700 people on here. Coffee. How many people are addicted to coffee? 1/5 of the planet, probably. One for sure. 1/7 of 8. 1/8 of the planet is addicted to coffee. It's ethical. It's not even bad for you if you don't go crazy with it. So that's 1 billion people. Who's the person on here that's going to build e-com, mastery and launch a coffee brand? Look at this. I'll just show you a screen. Just show you the opportunity that you guys will learn. If I just put in buy coffee on Google, okay, what comes up? I'll show you a little ninja trick that you'll learn in the program, but how to use Google Shopping. So then you want to scroll through here because these are oftentimes paid and go here. So this is a very interesting company. They're selling alcohol-infused coffee. Well, that seems like pretty addictive market, but I'm going to show you what's wrong because they're not e-com masters. Unfortunately, some of you can beat this company right here, and I'll show you just some examples of how you can beat it. This is a very poor way to show your price. This page is not optimized correctly. Also, it doesn't load in an image until I click on one. That's insane, but whatever. And this is, you should show a price discount. If you look on Amazon, it doesn't just show $18. It says normally $75 and now it's 18. Okay. This is very bland. There's no video, very few pictures, 3 little pictures. Nope. I mean, you got an interesting concept here, bourbon, and you just have this. That's it. It's just not good. And this little teeny paragraph to explain it, that's not enough to explain. So this company, here's a tool I'll give you guys for free, and I'll show you some other tools like this for those of you who get into the advanced training program, the 4-month. If we just put in black powder coffee here, okay, let's see what they're built with. Let's see. Okay, let's see if they're using Google Analytics. They're on Shopify, so that's good for them, I should say. But I don't see an SMS tool. I'm on their site. Has it asked me? Notice when you're on Farmer's Cart, we grab your email and then we grab your SMS. When you're on Dress Barn, we grab your email and SMS. This company, Dress Barn, we have millions of double opt-in SMS and email. I won't even say the amount. You know how valuable that is? That's worth tens of millions of dollars. These guys don't even know enough about e-com to grab your email before you're on the page and offer you a discount. But they're right here, basically at the top of the organic Google search rankings. They're getting sales every day. These sales should go to one of you. Whoever knows the most should make the most. So the more you learn, the more you earn. Anyway, so going back here, I'm going to show you how to master building out e-com brands in addictive markets, okay? I'm going to show you how to generate almost free leads. There's a little trick right now on Facebook where I can, let's say I want to grow my email and SMS list right now. It's cost, let's say, $4. I can get it for like 80 cents a lead, okay? I'm going to show you some psychological hacks. There's what I call the 25 cognitive biases of how you persuade people. Now, here's something very important. Very important. That's why I bolded this. What plugins, apps, and templates you need to use for your e-com, okay? And how to find them, install them, and get them live in your site. A lot of them you can get up in 10 minutes. You don't want to just use the basic Shopify. You don't want to just use the basic, Magento platform or WordPress. You need to be using the right tools. Now, some of the tools, we're really advanced with Dress Barn. We built our own, but we have super complex coders. I can show you how to get, about the same thing done without needing your own programmers by using the right plugins. Okay, next, what do we have? This is key. You got to be able to pinpoint trending products. Let me ask you guys something. What do you see right here? Do you think this is a trending product for my Dress Barn brand? Nice. Our market is like 40, 50, 60-year-old women. Do you think they like these masks or they like ones with skulls? Like I see dudes, selling like skull and crossbone masks. Well, most women don't want to wear a skull and crossbone. But this is a nice one. We're identifying this trend. I'm not even going to tell you how many of these we sell. I'm not going to give that away, but let me just tell you, it's no joke. No joke. Okay, so I'm going to give you tools. There's some software you can use. You can go on Amazon. There's some ways of understanding and some tools with Amazon where you can find trending products on Amazon and then either sell them yourself on Amazon or you could sell them on your own brand. Okay, scaling advertising. Most people who think they know they're good at Facebook ads, let me just show you. I want to show you stuff. So here's my Facebook. I'm being pretty transparent. Let me stop my share. I'm going to show you guys my screen again. And I want to cover, to be respectful of my business partner, I'm going to cover some of the names of the brands, but I want you to see that, we've spent over $600 million on ads, but I just want to show you. So here's the last 7 days for one of my brands. This is just Facebook ads. So it's not Google, it's not YouTube, it's not, so here is a smaller brand of mine, and you can see we spent $160,000. Okay. Let me show you guys another one. So across the top nav bar, you have all your different Facebook accounts. We have God knows how many. And YouTube, some of my brands, I even spend more. Here we go. The reason I'm showing you this is because it's a lot of people think they're good at marketing, but they don't. Actually, I'm going to show you Google ads. So that was Facebook ads. Let me show you YouTube ads. Okay. My goal, if I'm, just on some of my brands, one of my brands, if I'm not spending $1 million a month, I'm having a heart attack. Okay. So I'm going to show you, you don't need to spend that much because you're not going to be able to start out, but most people 99% of entrepreneurs, when their marketing spend goes up, their ROI goes down. They don't know how to scale at all. So I want you guys to understand that I'm going to teach you techniques that can scale through the roof. So, and not just on Facebook, because a lot of people are like, oh, I'm good at Facebook. But I'm like, yeah, but that's just one. Never put all your fate of your whole life in just Mark Zuckerberg's hands. I promise you guys that. You're going to make a big mistake if you do that. So let me just give me a second. I'm going to show you spend for yesterday or something like that. So this is on YouTube ads. So Facebook. All right, let's just go here. Here we go. Well, here you can see. This is the last 7 days, this account. So let me turn our brightness down. Can you guys see that? 234,000 in the last 7 days. See that? 234. So just those two brands together, I've shown you. Last week we spent 400,000. Okay. So going back, and I'm not trying to brag because, I mean, me and Alex in our peak month, we spent $16 million on marketing in 1 month. But I'm showing you that I can teach you this. We can teach you this. I'm going to show you how to search for high quality products on something like Alibaba or AliExpress. Okay, and how to introduce yourself to the vendors. So AliExpress is a very simple place. You can start just kind of looking. Now, you don't always have to buy it through AliExpress, but there are, let me show you how many items you can start selling on your store. So let's just look in a category like, I don't know, let's pick a different category we haven't talked about. Phones and telecommunications. So these are things like, what in the world? Oh, I know why. Some of these products, they're not doing outside the US, but let's just pick jewelry and accessories. Big market. What the hell is going on? All right. We got a bug here. There's definitely lots of, but there's hundreds of thousands of SKUs that you can start. Here's one, dog beds. I was just looking at, okay, there's a, I don't know what's up. Screw this. Maybe it blocked my IP. Sometimes if you're using a proxy. Does anybody else get an AliExpress to work for them? All right, let's just click this. Beautyholic. Beautyholic. So this is an item that you can get for $3. $3. What does that say right there? 1 cent. 1 cent. Can anybody here afford 1 penny? Here's a nail polish you can get for 99 cents. So you can start buying these items in bulk. Here's another one for 1 cent. What if you bought something for a penny and sold it for $3.90? You think you could make money then? Who feels confident about that? $1.55. Summer colorful butterfly nails, $1.55. Here's a lift, a cheek lift. Make your cheeks look better. $3. Okay. So the sky's the limit right now. Look how many SKUs there are. This is just one of the vendors. So I'm going to show you how to use these vendors to really find your products and find winners and get them for cheap and resell them. Important, what words to use on your pop-up. Very precision what we say. Each of these words are, you know, this company is not even smart enough to have a pop-up at all. So I want you to grow your email list, your SMS list. I'm going to show you a plugin you can get less for $10 a month that makes us over $75,000. It's pretty cool. We go through the kind of the 10 commandments of Facebook. Okay. I've only shared these once during an event where people paid $2 grand. So I'm going to include that in. I'm going to talk about the best ways to get 100,000 followers on social media for your brand. Your brand should have social media. You know, my Instagram here, I've grown my brand. Let me see what I'm at today. I think I'm at 2.9 million. So it's easy to get to. I know how to get to 100,000. You got to focus on it. I'm at 2.9 million for my personal brand here. So I'm going to show you, pull back the curtain on growing your brand's social media. The one thing that gets more than 90% of the websites are lacking that destroys their reputation. Okay. And I'll show you how to set it up and fix it in 20 minutes. How to quickly test your content and ads so you know what to scale. You got to be experimenting. If you're not, I'm trying to run at least 3,000 experiments a year, 10 a day. Some of them are small, some of them are large. Okay. I'm going to show you scientific methods for split testing them. So you always know what to say on your website, social media, emails. I'm going to give you some texting templates. We get about 90%, 97% open rate. Obviously, text is way better than email, even though you still want to use email. I'm going to show you how to buy products and services easy. You got to be able to buy cheap, buy low, sell high. I'm a college dropout. Even I know that. And if you're going to do some consulting, I'm going to show you, if you meet somebody and you want to charge them $1,000 a month or $10,000 to grow their e-com, hold on a sec, sorry. To grow your e-com, then I'm going to show you how to get over people's objections. A lot of people are like, oh, I can't afford to pay you. I'll show you even what to tell your boss to get a raise. How to make one-time buyers loyal, ongoing customers. One of the things my mentor taught me is, he said, Ty, you can't make money if you don't have repeat business. You know, you have to have repeat business. My business is all predicated. Like, if you look at something like Dress Barn, you know how many people are repeat buyers? It's insane. You want to try to grow it to every day you're 30 to 50% at scale, 30 to 50% repeat buyers. You cannot make money without repeat. Some of you have clicked on one of my ads and I followed you all around the internet using retargeting. So I call it the omnipresent retargeting system. Okay. And this you can automatically just run this thing. I spend many millions of dollars on this. Sorry here. Boop, boop, boop. How to make people love your brand, man. How to get them to sell your products for you as ambassadors. So that's just like 15, 20 things you're going to get in this program. There'll be a lot more, but I just want to give you kind of a preview. So you're going to get 4-month access from e-commerce experts who have at least scaled a brand to 100 million or more, certification at the end. So let's talk about the certification for a second. Certification is real. It's legit. It's not just like true, false, you should do e-com. At the end of the 4 months, you go through it. And if you fail it, don't worry. You got to wait a week and then you can try it again. I really want you, so I'm on your side. It's not like a, high school degree or high school exam where nobody cares. And it's like you use it to get into college. Like my goal, if you don't pass the exam, is to help you do it, because it's no advantage to me. My goal would be to have a 100% graduation rate. Now, it's not a college degree, just to be clear. You're not getting college credit. If you need college credit, go somewhere else. I don't even have a college degree. So how am I going to teach you? How am I going to offer you a college degree? When I went to college for like 1 quarter and then I was like, forget it. I don't need this. I'm not saying you shouldn't go to college. Some professions, you should go to college. You want to become a medical doctor, a dentist, an architect. You want to become an accountant, CPA. You usually have to go to college, but not for business. Business school is kind of bullshit. The only good thing about business school is you sometimes meet cool people, like Bill Gates met Steve Ballmer, but he dropped out. All the richest ones in business school are the ones who dropped out. Like Bill Gates is a dropout. Even Elon Musk says now, he's like, I don't even care if people have degrees. I tell me, if you come to work for me, you can come work with a college degree or no college degree. I don't care. I care about the substance. How good are you? That's all that matters to me. That's all that matters. So I'm not saying you should drop out. I'm just saying, to me, this certification is legit because it's an actual, think about, people get a college degree in English or art history. I'm like, shit, you don't need to college for that. You learn art history, travel around the world, do ecom, go to the Louvre in Paris, go to Middle East, see some ancient, Egyptian sculptures, things like that. That's how you learn that. A lot of things you got to learn by getting in there in the trenches. So I'm going to help you get in the trenches. Okay. What else do I want to share? And I want to take some more questions. So I'm going to put up a link. You got a 30-day money back, 100% guarantee. So you can try the program for a month. If you don't think it's value, I mean, so far now, we had almost no refunds. You always get some refunds because some people are just weird. Some people are unethical. But you go to tylopez.com/start. By the way, I'll read the names here of people. So of getting in the program. I got a little app. I see my real-time students entering into the program. So tylopez.com/start. You can just, the way it works, you go there, it'll take you to a 256-bit SSL encrypted page. So that means nobody sees your card number. I don't see it. It's safer than giving your card number to somebody at Starbucks or whatever. tylopez.com/start. As soon as you fill out your info there, you're going to get access to the program. So you get access to the program in the next 5 minutes. The first month is a 30-day challenge. So in the first 30 days, I want to get you well-rounded so that you could actually start this month your e-com store, okay? Or your e-com service business, or your digital e-com business. There's 3 types of e-com. There's digital, physical, and service-based. So I want this first month is the most important. This first week, it's all ready to go. All right, let me read the name of some people getting in. Maricia Mendonca from Brooklyn, New York. Welcome to the group. Luke Poling, welcome to the group on Ottawa, Ontario. Let me turn my brightness up. I got this thing turned down. Let's see. Some of these are my other programs. Marla Schultz, welcome to the program. LA, California. Alex Escarmont in Ottawa. Oh, we have 2 people from Ottawa. Maybe they're friends. Richard Vamosi from Barnes, Kent, Great Britain. Welcome to the 4-month certification program, my friend. Puya Maula from Thornhill, Ontario, Canada. Latoya Lewis from Antioch, Tennessee. Isaac Hernandez from Tampa, Florida. Lizzie Casson from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. James Cheer from that's my other. I have other. All my businesses come into this one app. Laura Alvarez from Newark, Ohio, not Newark, New Jersey. Okay, welcome to the group. Phil Sear from Daly City, welcome to the group. Chelsea Russell, welcome to the group. Denver, love Denver. Okay, questions, and I want to go through some more stuff here. tylopez.com/start. So here's 7 bonuses I'm going to give you for anyone who gets in while this call is still going. Okay, I'm going to go for another 20 minutes or so here answering questions, especially this one right here. We have different levels once you're inside, and I'm going to get the one-on-one coaching we only do for super kind of advanced e-com students. I'm going to give you 14 days of that, meaning you can text me and my 2 right-hand people check this text and give you one-on-one answers. Every Friday, you get my live Q&A. Every Friday, I pop in for 1 hour. So plus you can have, that's group coaching. We get about 500, 600 people on that. But then I'm giving you one-on-one. Then I'm going to throw in some 7 cut and paste templates, sales templates. All right. And these are not normally in the program. I'm going to give you my PACE system. This is a system I created on Understand Human Psychology, PACE, Practical Action, Social, Emotional. Okay. So it's a 1-page PDF. It's very important you know how to read people if you want to make any money. SMS cash codes, proven to work scripts. They get 90% open rates. And more importantly, plus they make money. One of my brands, every time I send a text, I make $40,000. It's insane. Just from the text. 40,000 comes within like 5 hours of sending a text. Now that you're not going to get that because your text list is going to be smaller than mine. But the point is, it's free money. So, I mean, shoot, if somebody wants to give me $1 for free, I'll take it. Right? Okay. You're going to get this top niche report, 10 of today's best e-com niches. Simple PDF that's going to help you. And then a self-education survival kit. 9 books. You can't make money if you have no common sense. You don't need to be a genius, but you can't be an idiot. That's my advice to everybody here. All right. Kevin Sladen just got in the group from Eagle River, Alaska. I have never been in Alaska, but I would like to go. Wait, hold on. Son Mariaki. I don't know what pronunciation I just did. Sorry about that. You're in LA, where I was born. Anthony Leedy in Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania. Also Mechanicsburg, Virginia. Alfred Blackburn, welcome to the group. In Tottenham, Essex, Great Britain. I live part-time in London, so I love the UK. I'm a big UK guy. So this is closing soon because those bonuses all going to close up here at the end of the call. Especially the text one is really, of all these bonuses, trust me, you want to get this one. This is the one. I'm going to knock that one off at the end of this call. It's very helpful to be able to text somebody. You remember that show, like How to Become a Millionaire? And they have like phone a friend. This is like text a friend. You're going to get stuck at the beginning, and being able to text this is going to change your game. Okay. TyLopez.com/start. Let me answer some questions real quick that I see coming in on chat while you decide and while some of you go and join the program. Anybody want some examples? Mark Grinev from Richmond Hill, Ontario, Canada. Welcome to the group. David Torres from Knoxville, Tennessee. Welcome to the group. Valencia Fisher from Cape Town, Western Cape, South Africa. Welcome to the group. Kenny Goranson from Reno, Nevada. Welcome to the group, my friend. Okay. So I got to stop the share or else I can't see the chats. They come in. All right, let me answer some frequently asked questions that I see. Somebody asked, is this a scam? Well, I'm going to tell you what a scam is, in my opinion. New York, okay, business school, Columbia Business School, NYU Business School, Stern Business School, charging people $30,000 a year for 4 years digital marketing to learn from professors that have never done e-com. Me and my business partner, Alex, have done more e-com than every college professor in the world combined. So is this a scam? I tell people, you already been scammed by the modern system, my friend. Just think about your high school. What did you learn that was practical? Hypotenuse triangle, how often do you use that? Did you learn how to do your taxes? Did you learn how to invest in real estate? Did you learn how to negotiate a contract? Did you learn how to read people in a business setting? Did you learn how to take an idea out of your head and turn it into cash in your bank account? Hell no. Don't ever bring up. I tell people, whole damn world's been scammed. The food system's a scam. You got Coca-Cola in school systems for second, third graders drinking Coca-Cola. Then they get all hyper, and then the pharmaceutical company gives them Ritalin. That's a scam. Some people need Ritalin, but if you give a whole bunch of little kids Coca-Cola, they're going to be hyper. So that's a scam. There's adults. There's big corporations that prey on little kids. It's insane by feeding them junk food. So the school system, half of it's a scam. College system scam. Food systems full of scams. I mean, it's unreal. Don't even get me started in that. Well, let's not take this call down that direction. But I will tell you, have less fear in life. This program has a money back guarantee. So worst case, I lose because you get 30 days free and then you ask for a refund. We get unethical people that do that, but I'm okay with it because it helps give confidence to people who are scared. Michael J. from Valencia, welcome to the group. Brian Hinch from Latham, New York, welcome to the group. Kevin Streaks, welcome to the group. Doesn't have your location. Powell Pondu, Cambridge, welcome to the group. Derek Eckelbarger, Hopkinsville, Kentucky, welcome to the group. Okay. Stephen Allen, San Diego. I love San Diego. Now, when you get in, it's very simple. Got 2 requests from you. 1, don't go too fast through the lessons. It's better to watch one lesson a few times than just try to watch all the first month's lessons right away. I hate when people do that. You know, some of the best books that are on my phone, I read them once a week. It's better to read less books and read them more often. Also, the link is in the chat for tylopez.com/start. What's the difference between your program, e-commerce certification, and your e-com blueprint and e-com agency? Those old programs I launched in 2016. This is the new improved version. And I've never had a 4-month certification where I take you. Those were more how to get started, jump starts, you know? E-com books you suggest. You know, the most important thing books to read if you want to make money is books around human behavior and psychology. Business books are not as important as books around human behavior. If you understand human behavior, consumer behavior, you'll understand what they buy. You'll understand what to say on your website. You'll understand what price to put there. Okay? Felix Miranda, did I already read? Am I reading these again? Felix Miranda, New York, New York. Douglas Marisette, Houston, welcome to the group. Edward Johnston, Bell, California. Gary Dolch, Dripping Springs, Texas. Valentines Chernikovs in Riga, Latvia. I've been to Latvia, cool place. I actually know 2 girls here, 2 models in New York they're twins, and they're from Riga, Latvia. They were adopted. They were in an orphanage, and then they got adopted by Australians, and then now they live in America. I've been to Riga once for like 5 minutes. I was in Estonia and Finland. Okay. Where do we get the bonuses for buying now? You will get the bonuses once you get in, especially the 14-day of free texting. Make sure you do it. Don't send 50 trillion. We're not gonna, if one person texts 400 texts, we're going to ignore you. But just be reasonable, and we'll help you. Okay. There's always one person got to abuse the system trying to help everybody. So don't be that person. Victor Ortiz, Oklahoma City. Oklahoma. I was just watching a thing with Russell Westbrook basketball. Okay. Can a low-income person being a student to put into e-com ideal? Any tips? So if the question is, can you get started? Do you need a lot of money to start in e-com? No. If you have no money, the best way, or very little money, the best way to start is with services. Charge a restaurant $10,000 to put their menu on Shopify. It's a good deal for them. They're never going to figure it out. They'll make their $10,000 back by being able to open. Okay, so I'm going to show you, if you have no money, you shouldn't start with complicated products. Okay, I'm not going to lie to you and say, oh, if you have $0, you should start Dress Barn like I have, or Farmer's Cart. No, you should start with a simpler service-based business as a consultant, an e-commerce consultant. Do you cover Amazon FBA? Yes. Not in the first month. We get into that. That's more advanced in the second, third, and fourth month. Yep. One of the people that I learned Amazon for, I've got many people that are good at Amazon, not as many as you think, but many that I know. She makes $500,000 a month selling household items on Amazon. She's an amazing woman. Name's Liz. Okay. Dr. Carl Hofauer in Pearland, Texas. Welcome to the group. Angel of, by the way, you're a doctor. Use the techniques here to put your services here, man. Services. Telemedicine is going to be massive. Okay. Telemedicine. Angela Vita. Welcome to the group. Ein Borboom in Pine City, Minnesota. Mario Duran, New York, New York. Paul Vigil. Abduli Sul. Oh no, that's a different program. Sorry. Fatima Mortage. No location. All right. Sorry, hold on. Texting my business partner about something else. He flew out here to my farm in Virginia. He lives in San Francisco. He was freaked out to get on a plane, so I made him take a private jet here. He's cheap. He don't like to spend any. He'll take Southwest Airlines. He sold his company for $300 million, but he'll still fly economy to save money. But I said, my brother, you got to protect your health right now. So he got a Citation 10. It's one of my favorite jets. flew it out here. You can fly from East Coast to West Coast in under 4 hours sometimes with the Citation 10. Okay. Somebody say he's frugal, not cheap. That is true. Well, we have lifetime access. It's a 1-year program. You can renew and stay another year if you want. It's 1 year. So if you can't go through it in 4 months, you can take 12 months. But I don't want you, if I don't put a limit on it, people procrastinate. So don't procrastinate. Someone says, Ty, I have $0. Here's the thing. I was torn. I've always been torn. Should I do free? Should I just make this free for everybody? Here's the problem. If I make it free, 5 million people will go through it. That's too much competition. It's like with my SMMA. I put a price on it and like 80,000 people went through. That's enough. You guys, if too many people do this, it'll stop working. So that's why I put a price on it. But I give free training. I've been doing I do free training too. So it's not like, so if, look, here's the thing. In my life, I've not had enough money for stuff at different times, and I've missed out on big opportunities. Okay. I'll tell you a true story. This is later. This is when I got started. But once I started making more money, I had a chance to buy 1% of an NBA basketball team 6 years ago. 1% of an NBA basketball team, a big basketball team. Okay. Not like, a teeny little team, not like Memphis or something. Okay. And I didn't quite have enough money ready at the time. I had it allocated for other stuff. So I missed out on that damn deal. My whole life since then, once a month, I'm like, damn it, Ty, always save money, extra money. No matter, and I'm going to tell you, that's whether when you're poor, when you're middle class, when you're upper class, when you're rich, always start setting aside money. So it was a lesson for me. And I tell people, if you're completely broke right now, you need to rethink your whole life. Now, you can blame capitalism, you can blame society, you can blame your government, and you're probably right. There's a lot of flaws in the modern world, but it ain't going to get you anywhere. You think some politician really cares about you? Name a politician in any about the people. Bullshit. Every president of the United States becomes a multi 100 million plus. Why don't they give away all their money? They're public servants, right? If they're really just for the people, why do every president's worth 100 million to $1 billion, basically? Why don't they just give it away as quick as they make it? Ain't in it for the people. You better go get it yourself, my friend. Whining and complaining only get you so far. It only works with mommy and daddy. The rest of the world just cares about themselves. I'm telling you the rules of the jungle. Same with e-com. You want to make money in e-com, you better put together a good website, good products, and you better deliver on it, my friend. Because people will stop buying from you like that. All right, let me share my screen again. So you guys learn e-com on your own. I mean, it's harder. It'll take you, in my experience, it'll take you an extra 10 years. If I had someone teaching me this back in 2001, I'd be 10 damn years ahead. Pisses me off. So if you don't see this as an opportunity, it's fine. But I wish I had it. Okay, Carlos Garcia in San Pablo, California, welcome to the group. Jesus Pablo Lopez, welcome to the group. No location. Terry Ann Taylor, Yonkers, New York, welcome to the group. Yonkers, boy. Westchester County got hit by that COVID big time. Questions. What other questions do we have? Remember this right here. Jeff Bezos said, in 20 years, will you regret doing this? Yes? Then do it. Try it. Give yourself a dang chance, man. Everybody's just waiting for the government to hand out money. Everybody's waiting to get their old job back. Forget that. Try something new, my friend. What other questions do we have? What is the difference between us and the, not sure that means. You mentioned before you need discipline. If you already struggle with mental health, what's your advice to start? It's a tough question. Look, I'm not a psychologist, so I'm not going to give you the answers I don't have the answers as a professional on mental health. I will tell you something. I do have a mentor that's considered one of the greatest psychologists alive. His name is Dr. David Buss. He was the head of evolutionary psychology at Harvard. and now he's at University of Austin, Texas. He wrote the textbook they use at Harvard and Yale. So I have some experience because he's been an advisor of mine for coming up on years. Some of the things we call mental health come from environmental things, like having a tough upbringing, losing a lot, and maybe being bullied, considered a loser, all those things. You'd be surprised what winning does, even if it's little wins, to mental health. Part of why we get depressed, and I'm excluding people that have chemical problems, people in control, but I get more depressed when everything I'm doing isn't working and I'm stressed. So to me, the reason you want to build at least one extra source of income, because some of you can just do this e-commerce part-time. The reason you want to is because the alternative is being trapped, and being trapped is the greatest way to get depressed. I mean, you trap somebody, people's mental health drops instantaneously. Abdul Sumro in Cambridge, Ontario, Canada. Welcome to the group. Alejandro Bonilla. Welcome to the group. Pacoima, California. Daniel Naharo in Miami. Welcome to the group. Sean. Oh, no, it's a different program. That's Mental Box. Sorry. Okay. Looking into the economics of robotics, do you see a shift because of COVID to automate more industries? Could we be in the horse trade? No, it's just going to, the more artificial intelligence comes and robots, the better you better be at e-com, because they're going to replace factory jobs. They're going to replace delivery. They're going to Jeff Bezos going to have drones soon dropping stuff. So there's going to be driverless cars with Uber. So the opportunity is to be a business and a brand. That's a good question. My team, you can talk to them on that. I'm sure we can make that work one way or another. Mark my words, Ty. I will keep finding a way to afford the program. Good. Save your money, man. Always save it, not just for my stuff, but for anything in general. It's important to be prepared. Life has opportunities, and you snooze, you lose. Billy Ballard in Greenville, North Carolina. I went to high school in North Carolina, so I know where Greenville is. Can I buy this later? Here's the thing. We already closed the first test group. This is the second test group. The first test group got the most, just so you know, just being honest. I always tell people, you get in the first test group, I give you the most things, the most bonuses, the most access. So you're already in the second test group. So this test group will close and I'll go to the third test group. But also, if you don't get in during this call, you're going to miss out on that SMS access. Very important to be able to phone a friend, be able to text a friend. I just bought it, but the page is blank afterwards. Okay, you can go on my website and you can ask support. Sometimes people's browser, their internet fails, or sometimes their card is declined. It should have a pop-up, you know. But, okay, where do you start? Lesson 1 inside the program. Do you reckon it's unethical to get into the video game business? Not really. I mean, it's not unethical. Video games is controversial. I do think a lot of time playing too much video games. It's just my opinion. Some people disagree, but it's kind of common sense. I know a dude that he's a grown man. He plays 5 hours a day. I'm like, bro, what is wrong with you? Like, don't do anything. Like, that's just live a good life and just go, oh, for fun, I'm going to go out in my backyard and play basketball, shoot hoops for 5 hours. Well, you can do that if it's a free country, but you're not going to excel at anything. Balance, my friend, balance. Do you recommend doing pro bono services for local companies to help them get online and build your credit? Sell yourself short. Don't do it forever. So say I'll do a free week to show you what I can do. Let's say it's a restaurant. Let's say it's a dentist, like whatever. I could give me a week and I'm going to show you what I can do. And after doing a good job for you, I need you to pay. Businesses have plenty of money. Lots of business owners have $100,000 sitting in their bank account, $30,000, $50,000. You can charge them $1,000 to do consulting and charge them $5,000 to $10,000. even more if it's a complex e-com site to build for them. All right, Chad Breeding, welcome to the group, Miami, Florida. Oladipo Jagun in Lagos, Nigeria. Miguel Delgadillo, Chula Vista, California. Billy I already read Billy. Miguel, I went to elementary school in San Diego, so I know Chula Vista. Lord L said, hello from New York. Okay, what's some last things? I'm going to get off here. I'm just trying to give you guys enough time. I'll about 5 more minutes and give you some chance. Let me share my screen. TyLopez.com/start. Kudzai Chakwenya in Edinburgh, Scotland, Great Britain. Welcome to the group. Daniel Rodriguez. Oh, no, that's different. Sorry. That's a different program that I have. Okay. Any other questions? Let me show you some other stuff. So going back here, you got black powder coffee. All right. So this is an addictive. Remember I told you I'm going to show you the most important thing, and that's going after addictive markets. What else is addictive? How about makeup? Do you think there's anybody that's kind of addicted to how they look? Yeah. The whole Instagram world, the whole Instagram generation. So if I go here, what's selling here? You know, I'm just looking here. It's free advertising. Neon Drip, Rude Cosmetics. Remember that Kylie Jenner became the first self-made or the youngest self-made billionaire in the world. She did it with a makeup company. So let's just click on one of these. Let's see if they're any good at e-com. Let's see if this is a company you could build and compete with them. I bet you it is, because almost nobody is going to know. Look right here. They don't even have the price correct. Look how Amazon does their pricing. Like, people don't even smart enough to learn from Amazon. Richest man in the world. Does he just put a price there? All right, 61 reviews. Where are these reviews? Do these look real? Neon Drip. Okay. Horrible pop-up. Look at this. Who wants to fill out 4 things? Why do you need their last name? This is bullshit. These people know nothing. Sadly. Tell them to go in my program. Like, just what in the world? You're going to make pop-up 4 things? Nobody's going to fill that out. So when you go to, buy something, this is my Amazon. You can see that I like books. What does he do in terms of pricing? Oh, these are all Kindle. Let me find a non-Kindle book. Why are these showing me Kindle? Now I know I want to get out of the Kindle store into books. So let's see here. How does he do the pricing? Come in. Ah, thanks. Seen that yet? Yeah.
What were the
This is a business I own. It's a hemp protein shake. Okay, let me come back here and look at what I was looking at. Look at how Jeff Bezos. Damn it! Why is? Okay, here we go. I want to show you all the sophisticated things that he does. One of them. Let me go to a better place. This is just books is not showing what I want to show. Shoes. Ugh, these are some ugly ass shoes. First of all, he shows a range of prices. It's always good to show a range because then you can show the low range first, but you can actually charge 31. That's what he often does. He has free returns, even though it only says some. He's got 40% off here. He's got, look how much better I can look at the shoes. This thing, I mean, not as good as Amazon. He usually, I'm not sure. I think this is not a Prime product because right here it'll say, order this in the next 22 minutes and you'll get, let me find a Prime thing. He's so good. Jeff Bezos is just a master. Also, like I said, these reviews look so fake. Beautiful. They're like 1 or 2 words. When you look at something that Jeff Bezos has, he has things that they're Amazon's choice, this little logo. Okay. $19 and free shipping. The reviews, let's see if this has any reviews. Here's your ratings. These are longer ratings. This looks more realistic. And they're not all positive. When I go here, I love the vibrant colors. It's like neon drip palette. Does that look like a real review? Looks kind of BS. And all of them, 61 of them are all 5 stars. So it's just, this is not how to do it. Not how to do it. Not how to do it at all. Somebody said, I can't find my course. You'll get an email that will help you get in there, just so you guys know. If you don't, you can go to my support, and we have live support. They can help you too. Melissa Shoemaker, welcome to the group. Vernon Hills, Illinois. Jordan Barboza Davis, welcome to the group. Mansfield, Massachusetts. Katie Minter. Oh, no, that's for Mentor Box. Sorry. Sidra Tool Chowhadri in Atlanta, Georgia. Welcome to the group. David Marizmi, Kalamazoo, Michigan. Welcome to the group. Dayton Hernandez in Managua, Nicaragua. You know, a cool thing about ecom? I have businesses. Oh, or I should say I have sales in 191 countries, and there's only like 196 countries in the world. That's a cool thing. Imagine if you have a store, you're limited to your location. Nobody's going to fly from, Jamaica to buy from you in Richmond, Virginia. But from Richmond, Virginia, through the power of the internet, you can be selling to people everywhere. All right, I see a lot of people coming in here. We'll close this up here shortly. I got to go. Brad Miller, Houston, Texas. Welcome to the group. Ignacio Anguaino in Turlock, California. Richard Hall, Mountain View, California. Gina Mills, Woodbridge, Virginia. All right. Jose Bernio in Guayaquil, Ecuador. Aries Mitchell, Chicago, Illinois. Kudzai. Oh, no, I did that. Kudzai, sorry. I just love that name. I read it twice. Do you know any good history books for Mansa Musa? Nope. How do you get people that don't have the internet like old people? Old people are buying online slowly but surely. But old people aren't the main consumers. They're the main consumers if you have like a nursing home or you're selling products like that. Real estate, older people do a lot of stocks, so because they've got their retirement money. But yeah, that's not your main. I wouldn't consider that my main way of making money. Brad Miller, Houston. Oh, wait, sorry. I think I already read that. Got to refresh. What books did I read today? I have not read a book yet. I've been reading this history. I got it right there. It's the history of America. It's great. I'm reading a book on the West, the ranching in the West. If you're starting, what's better, niche or general? The best way, and we'll talk about that in the course, is to be niche, but have a brand that can go general. So I wouldn't want my domain name to be like polkadot.socks.com or something. I mean, maybe that'd be okay, but I wouldn't want to limit myself to even just socks. What's the total sock market in the world, guys? It's not very big. So I'd rather have a footwear store, because then I could branch into shoes. I could branch into things that help people's feet feel better. I just don't like to limit the brand, is I guess what I'm trying to say to you. So be very, very careful of limiting the brand. Do you have books you recommend for human behavior and psychology? Yeah, those of you who got in the program, you're going to get a special PDF that I don't share, but I'll give you one free here. Dr. David Buss's book, Evolutionary Psychology. It's a textbook. It's insane. I've read that book like 10 times. So will be live calls in the 4 months course. Yeah, so you're getting access to every Friday, okay, at 5 p.m. Eastern. There's a Q&A. So that's, yeah. Okay, I got about 5 minutes left before I close up here. How long have I been on? About an hour and 20 minutes. Can we join from outside the U.S.? Yes. Okay, some common questions. Doesn't matter how old you are. Now, let me show you something cool. Let me show you something. You know who made a lot of money in e-com? How'd you like to, instead of doing dopey stuff that we all did in school, this kid's 8 years old. In the last 2 years, he made $50 million profit in e-commerce using YouTube and e-com to sell toys. So in last year, he made $22 million. That was his cut. Of course, his parents, managed the money or whatever. The year before, he made $18 million. So 22 million. Oh, sorry. Yeah, that was in 2018. I think I added it up. He's at 50 million in 2 years. Okay. Does it matter where you live? This is the one thing it doesn't matter where you live because nobody can see where you live. Like Amazon. This Amazon seller of these could be living in Brazil, Nepal, Kathmandu. Like, it doesn't matter. Why would it matter? Do you think I look here and go, Tom Bick, are they American? For those of you who think the world's racist, you're probably right. And my answer is e-com because Tom Bick might be, who knows what ethnicity is and who cares? As long as I want these damn shoes, I'll buy. And that's the beauty of e-com. So age doesn't matter. Mark Ald from Ardley, Essex, Great Britain. Welcome to the group. Regina Fleming from, did I read this? This is another person from Yonkers. Shannon Shute from Michigan City, Indiana. There's a Michigan City, Indiana? Well, I'll be damned. Learning something new. So much to learn from Amazon. This man, you know how many SKUs are on Amazon? 600 million, they guess. 600 million items. 600 million. Pantry. What sells it? I didn't know they had Whole Foods on here. Snacks. I'm getting ready to put one. I have a beef jerky brand. I'm getting ready to put it right here on Amazon. Bars. Who's hungry right now watching this? Who worked up an appetite? Kellogg's Nutri-Grain. I mean, just everybody. It's just, remember at the very beginning, I'm just going to tell you guys this one more time. Are you too late to get into e-com? Almost. Jeff Bezos got in 94. You need, how much more time do you need? Like, I can understand if you're 5 years old watching this, but like 94. You're 26 years, but I got it in 01. I felt like I was late in 01. I meet people who are like, oh, I'm scared to get into. I'm going, how fucking slow can one person be? 26 years? You going to need 26 years to do something? Strange. So I want you to proofread and edit my. Oh, you want to proofread my book? Okay, I might put it out there. Do you have a Facebook group for this course? No, we're focused on the I like the texting one-on-one. Those Facebook groups get so unmanageable. People just start selling their own weird stuff, and you get one crazy person in there that spams the group. So I used to do Facebook groups. They're not my favorite anymore. Just because I'm all about results. I don't see as many results as people think. When do I have the live calls? Those of you get in, it'll be every 4 weeks. I'm sorry, every Friday. Oh, I'm reading too many things. What's better, a blue ocean business or red ocean? Blue ocean means new industries. Red ocean is highly competitive ones. I mostly go into red oceans. There's more money there. But blue ocean is easier to start in. Red oceans are better for making the money, All right. Any other questions? Sorry if I'm missing some of these. These things are pouring in these comments. Hassan, oh no, that's a different program. Jasminder Singh, welcome to the group. League City, Texas. Skjold Neckelman, welcome to the group. Then you get in the group for the next 10 hours. Well, look, if you go to that link and it says wait list, then you missed it. That's the easy way to know. But that SMS thing is just for that free is for right now on this call. Okay. How do you sell a product to a low income country? Well, let's say you live in a low income country. Why would you sell there? I mean, maybe you're doing it for personal reasons to help your country or something, but I don't understand why. If I lived in some country that was super poor, I would be selling into America, or I'd be selling into Germany, or I'd be selling into Canada. But I was just no way I would. People have no money and can't buy anything. George for 6Q asked WordPress or Shopify. Shopify for physical products for sure. It's not perfect. There's things I hate about Shopify, like that very bad price split testing. But overall, it's strong. You can build you can build volume on Shopify, and it's not going to go down. And WordPress, if I was doing a digital or a consulting service-based business, there's a possibility I would use WordPress. In general, less and less people are in my world are using less and less of WordPress. But it's a powerful tool with lots of plugins. They should have adapted and built a Shopify, but they didn't. How are taxes on income made? If you make income with e-com, well, if you live in the U.S., in general, you're going to have to pay U.S. taxes. Ideally, do not live, you live in a tax-free state. There's, Missouri, Tennessee. These are ones with no state tax. You always got federal tax, unless you move to Puerto Rico. But you got Florida. You have Washington State, not Washington, D.C. You have Texas. You got Nevada. So a lot of people that I know, that's the simplest way. If you live in California, you move out. You got to legitimately move out. You can't just pretend you move out, get a P.O. box. But if you legitimately move out to a U.S. tax-free state, California to Florida, you save 13.5% if you're in the highest tax bracket. Okay. Now, if you're not in the U.S., it's so easy. I mean, the U.S. is the hardest place to minimize taxes. So many people are like, oh, Swedish people pay all this taxes. Bullshit. The rich people don't. So much billionaires in Sweden. Sweden has the most billionaires per capita in the world. People call it a socialistic country. I'm like, my ass. My ass. Oh, by the way, all of you getting in, make sure you schedule a call with my team. The team will give you a call. I like to do a call. The call will make sure you got your login and you got your this and that. It'll also make sure some of you want to get higher access and want us to build you a store. That all happens on that call. So. What else? Any other addictive products you have? All of the products I go into are addictive, Is there a website design course? We're going to teach you the basics, but you can hire website designers. If you use our templates that we're going to give you, plus you use things like Shopify, don't be building your own templates. Not until you're a black belt in this thing. Keep it in simple. KISS. Keep it simple, stupid. So many people just kill themselves. I'm like, come on, man. Keep it simple. Claudia Vargas, Elmhurst, Illinois, welcome to the group. Ubaldo Reyna, welcome to the group. Hollywood, Florida. Gina Mills. Oh, sorry, we read that. Othman Omsbari. Skold Neckelman in Lomita. Skold. That sounds Swedish. Zaid E. Gilbert, Arizona. Welcome to the group. Clarence King Ruby, sorry. Welcome to the group. That's a cool name. Clarence King Ruby. You got a hyphenated last name? Maybe you took your wife's name with the hyphen? So I think home medicals will be massive. You mean the whole medical industry like telemedicine? What do you mean, Mark? I'm not in that space. How does the e-com certification work? Is it accredited? No, I don't have a college degree. Why would I try to give people an accredited degree? If you actually want to know shit, that's what it's accredited in. If you want, It's funny. I got a friend. He loves getting college degrees. It's not my business partner, Alex. It's another guy. He's got a PhD. He loves all these bullshit things, and he can never forget. He's always like, Ty, why do you? We started out the same amount of money, 2002, and it's just like, whoosh. Because I said, you're too focused on like appearances, buddy. He loves to be able to tell people, I was valedictorian in the SUNY school system. I got a PhD. I'm like, let me tell you this. When I was 21-ish, my mentor, Alan Nation, smartest guy I've ever met, he died recently. Sadly, I never could get him to go on a live call. He's a genius. You can Google him. He owned a magazine in Mississippi. But Alan Nation told me, I said to him, Alan, I want to get a college degree. I was going to go to NC State because I lived in North Carolina at the time. And he goes, okay, why? And I said, because people respect you if you have that diploma. And I'll never forget, it was on the phone. He said, Ty, this is America. Make $1 million. Then people will respect you. It was like, that's a stupid. He was like, go to college if you want. But if you think it brings you respect, you must be from some 1950s Leave It to Beaver family. Think anybody respects you for some bachelor degree from fucking community college or what? Maybe if you went to Harvard, yeah, maybe. Even then, when I meet Harvard, I just was trying to do a deal with a Harvard MBA guy. It's the stupidest guy. I was so pissed. I already see that guy, I'll punch him in his face, guarantee you. Almost destroyed a big deal I was doing. Dumbest guy in the world. I shit you not. I was going to buy a company that I think's worth $400 million, and I was going to buy it for pennies on the dollar. I was going to buy it for like $5 million. And he was like, you're paying too much. I said, well, I don't even get me started with this guy. So all you people who need pieces of paper, did you notice that the richest people in the world dropping out is equal? Mark Zuckerberg, Bill Gates. Mark Zuckerberg, age adjusted, is the richest man in the world, way richer than Jeff Bezos. He has $70 billion. He's 35. What would you rather be, 35 with $7 billion, or would you rather be 55, 50, almost 60 with 40 more million? That's all Jeff Bezos had, 40 more billion now. Mark Zuckerberg's the richest man besides maybe Putin, but even Putin's in his 60s. So there's billionaires that didn't drop out of college, but the ones on the top of the Forbes list didn't seem to matter. Now, there's people I respect like Warren Buffett. He went and I think he went to Columbia or go to Columbia. That was like in the 50s, man. In the 50s, you needed a college degree because it was rare. The way the world works is whatever's rare, people value. So if you're a 6'9" athletic person, you're rare. So you can be LeBron James or Michael Jordan if you're 6'6". It's rare. It's rare. If you are a super beautiful person, you can become a supermodel and make a lot. You know how much money Kendall Jenner makes by being the highest paid? She's the highest paid model in the world. What's the qualification for that? Good looks. Okay. Well, notice that it's rare things that make you money. So is college degree rare anymore? No. You know what's rare is people with skill. So now you get paid. It's like Elon Musk said, you get paid in proportion to the difficulty of problem you solve. So if you know how to hand somebody coffee at Starbucks, you're going to get paid about that much money. You know, you're going to get paid about that much money. Think. If you know how to build a big brand, if you know how to, Jeff Bezos is a red belt in e-com. He knows the warehousing, he knows the inventory, he knows the pricing. He understands raising capital, the capital structures. He understands the legal part of the business, the taxes. He only paid $2 billion in taxes on a $1 trillion company last year. Somebody said, did Pablo Escobar use e-com? No, but he got shot. He got shot in the knee and then shot in the head. So if you want to be rich for a couple of years, look what happened to Dan. What's the other guy? No, that's the Mexican guy that's like Pablo Escobar. He's in a supermax prison. You know, so time from Bangladesh, low-income country, and a very new. And e-com, how do I start doing my online living here? You're not here. You're not there. It's e-com. I don't understand why people are stuck, it doesn't matter where you live. If you have internet, you're good. Abdul R. Ibrahim Kel, Martinsville, Virginia, welcome to the group. Alfonso Flores, welcome to the group. Fort Worth, Texas. Reuven Avenari, Cleveland, Ohio, welcome to the group. Irving Chavez, Grand Rapids, Michigan, welcome to the group. Andrew Keck, no, wrong program, sorry. Alan Alwa, Landaverde, that is quite a name, man. I love reading your names. It's like great names. Alan Alwa, Landaverde. Okay. Thought you were Spanish, but Alan's not a super Spanish name. All right, I'm going to wrap up. We got 3 minutes left. Got that bonus. Going to throw that in. You can buy the bonus if you don't get in. I think we charge $1,900 for the 4 months of texting. So it's a good deal. But you can do giving you a free 14 days if you get in now. Do I read a book a day? Yes, most days. Some days I don't. Some days I read 2 books. But, oh yeah. You see all these books? You can't even see them all. I got books everywhere, man. And you see outside there? I got boxes full of books I haven't unpacked yet. I probably got 6,000 books in this house. Maybe not 6,000. 3,000. How do you finish a book in a day? You got to have free time. Some of you working too hard, not working smart. Athena Walton, Columbus, welcome to the group. Mark Gutierrez, welcome to the group. You need free time, man. Have I heard of Kindle? Yeah, but I don't want to stare at a screen all the time. I already stare at a screen enough. When I go to read, I don't want to. I do read. I read on my phone or Kindle or something when I'm like on an airplane sometimes. But even then, I like to buy books, man. I like to buy books. Call me old-fashioned. How many books have I read in my life? That is a great question. I once tried to count. It's hard to remember, but my goal is to read 10,000 books before I leave planet Earth. That is my goal. How's my puppy? My mom got a puppy, Siggy. He's a boxer. Sorry, what's ADD? Attention deficit disorder. Somebody said, okay, Russell Brand. Does Russell Brand want to read 10,000 books? I definitely started the book thing before any of these celebrities did, except maybe Bill Gates. I was big on books when I was 16. I started collecting books. Russell Brand used to be my next door neighbor for 5 years. In that house that I shot here in my garage, he was my next door neighbor when he was married to Katy Perry. Robert Kiyosaki, ? Don't know much about him. He's got different books. I think, overall, it sounds like a good strategy. He's saying you should own assets that spin off cash. I think it's not a super arguable frame. I mean, it's pretty accurate. Ty, what do you prefer, using Google ads or Facebook ads? I mean, I'm partial to YouTube ads just because at one point I was like one of the biggest. I might be now again, but I used to be like one of the big, if not the biggest YouTube advertiser. So it was always kind of a favorite. And I started with Google AdWords. 2001, there wasn't Facebook. I started in the Facebook beta advertising program. I believe it was either 08 or 09. I had just moved to Hollywood and Vine. That's how I remember it. Boy, I got some stories, man. I went on this date with this girl. I don't even remember who it was. Facebook ads came out. Like I said, it's either 08 or 09. I think it's 09. But I built a Facebook ad campaign. There was no competition for my e-com business. I walked down the street, had sushi with this girl, came back 2 hours later, and I had made $17,000. And I remember going, whoa, this is insane. And when I started with Google AdWords, there was nobody competing. You could buy life insurance keywords for around 20 cents a click. And I thought that was high. I was like, 20 cents? That means if 5 people click, I got to pay $1. That was in 01, 02. Now it's $17 a click. That's what I try to tell people. Like, if you get in late, all the money's already been made, man. You're just going to be a cog in the machine for somebody else. Have I ever talked to Jeff Bezos? No, I haven't. I went to a little private thing with Jeff Bezos and heard him talk, but I've never met Jeff Bezos. I'd like to. I've never met Warren Buffett, who's kind of, I think, is the best businessman, but I know five billionaires on the Forbes, actually 6, but 5 famous ones. And I know 1 or 2 other people that you wouldn't know, but they are on the Forbes list. And you know, I'm going to tell you, people, I never met somebody dumb on the Forbes list. They're just, that's why I tell people, look, not everybody's going to be a billionaire for sure. Not everybody's going to become a millionaire. I'm realistic, but I believe everybody on this call can achieve financial independence. If you live in India, that might be $5,000 a month or less. If you live in, Beverly Hills, that might be, you can go, if you live in Manhattan, you could be making $18,000 a month and going broke, San Francisco, Tokyo, these are expensive places. London's expensive, man. So the point is like your goal is this program is not about me promising people that they're going to become rich from it. But what I'm saying is you don't have to be rich, man. Financial independence, set your minimum goal. By the way, people talk too much about your maximum goal. Minimum goals, man. Toronto's expensive. Have you ever met Drake? You know something funny? I have never met Drake personally, but I've talked with him on FaceTime like 3 months ago. My cousin, Maya, was like, I let him play basketball at my backyard. I have a court. So I got a call. Hey, Drake wants to play basketball in your backyard. And I was like in New York, and I was like, okay. So he FaceTimed me. Nice guy. I've only talked to him for 30 seconds. It was kind of funny. Have I ever met Donald Trump? No. I got a funny story about that. My friend Hal ran Trump's licenses in California. This is a true story. This is like just moved to Hollywood. So it's probably like 2007 or 8. I checked my voice memos, and my friend Hal is like, dude, I'm at a club with Donald Trump. He hasn't gone to a club in 20 years or something because, he's older. And he's like, come out. And I did not check my voice memo for like a week, my voicemails. So I was so pissed. I was like, man, he's like, how? Like, it's just me and Donald Trump. So I missed a big opportunity. Like, check your voice memos, man. I've had that before. Check your voice memos. Check your email. I've missed things because I didn't check my text. That's what I said about being disciplined. You got to be disciplined. If I just listen to my voice memos every morning or like every night, I should have hired somebody to do it for me. Lord Albanoza, Ty Lopez versus Gary Vee versus Grant Cardone. You know what? Look, people bring this up a lot, Ty. Like, oh, Ty, I like this influencer the most. Look, all of us are just people, man. There's people who have favorites. Maybe you love Gary Vee's style, or you love Grant Cardone's style, or you love Tony Robbins. I don't even care, man. I don't even have to be a social media influencer. Never a goal. Not one day in my life have I ever been like, I want to be the biggest social media influencer. Fuck that. Be happy. Be rich, be happy, be healthy, find love. Health, wealth, love, happiness. Anybody can be more famous than me. Great. I've pushed back. Like, I've tried to reduce my Instagram. My Instagram, I know how to grow my Instagram at $1 million a month. I dropped that. I stopped doing it. Don't make your goal to be famous, man. Be famous with the people you want to be famous. The only good thing that, like, kind of, I'm pretty well known anywhere I go in the world. It's easy for me to get into a club. I like that. It's like, it's helpful. I can go to any club and all the bouncers always know who I am. So that's kind of cool. I can get into things that I like. The rest is like, some people are like, oh, Now, in terms of philosophy, Gary Vee, Grant Cardone, Tony Robb, all these people, Robert Kiyosaki, we all have slightly different philosophies. Sometimes we agree and sometimes we disagree. Gary Vee's more about go out and hustle, and Grant Cardone's more about real estate and try to, 10X and all that stuff. And Tony Robbins is about mindset, and Robert Kiyosaki's kind of about assets and all that. And test everything, man. All I can tell you is really you should just listen to Warren Buffett. 90% of what I say is backed by like Warren Buffett. So some of my ideas aren't even original. He doesn't do ecom. And I can tell you, if it's a choice between Gary Vee, Grant Cardone, Tony Robbins, Ty Lopez, and Warren Buffett, go with Warren Buffett. He has 92 brands. He's worth 70 to 90 billion. He's always rich. He basically never makes mistakes. He has $137 billion in cash right now in reserves. Like, this dude is an OG. So why would you even want to make that comparison? So I will tell you, if any influencer says something opposite of Warren Buffett, I'm going to go with Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett says he reads 700 pages a day since 1962. He says, read, 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 read. So if somebody tells me not to read, I'm going to be like, are you richer than Warren Buffett? Because he says to read. Bill Gates goes on reading vacations. Jeff Bezos started his business as a book company because he loves books. So when people say you shouldn't read, I'm like, are you better than the top 3 people? 3 wealthiest people? Mark Zuckerberg started a book club, so he's like, I need to read even more. So Tom Bilyow. Man, I just recently talked to Tom. I haven't talked to him in a while. I should have reminded him. I didn't write him back. We were talking about something. My WhatsApps get. I'm writing them back right now. Thank you for that. He started Quest Bars. He's a cool guy. I like him. Have I considered collabing with Kevin David? No idea. Not mean to offend anybody, but should I know who Kevin David is? Maybe I'm stupid. Excuse me if I do not know you, but I do not know who that is. But I don't follow any social media influencers. Ed Milet, I've talked to him a few times. I don't know a ton about him. Seems like he's a sharp guy. What about Jason Capital? Oh, I know Jason Capital a long time ago. How about Dan Locke? Don't know Dan. I've heard of him, but I don't know. Can't comment much. Do I play basketball? Hell yeah. Love basketball. Elon Musk the greatest? Nah, not greater than Warren Buffett. I mean, Mark Zuckerberg is. Don't sleep on Mark Zuckerberg. Don't sleep on Mark Zuckerberg when you talk about the greats out there. I mean, you can make a strong argument that Zuckerberg is the best business person. I mean, you can also argue that Kylie Jenner is the best. People love to hate on the Kardashians, but I mean, come on, man. She's 21, built a real company worth $1 billion, and people say, oh, her family built it. Well, fine, whatever the fuck. It's still, you can't argue with numbers, man. She didn't inherit the money. Elon versus Jack Ma. Ty, what about my friend Vlade Divac? I would like to meet Vlade. I love basketball. Chris Jenner is the mastermind before it all. I've met Chris Jenner before. Yeah, John Cristani. I feel like so many people are asking me, why are so many rich and powerful people in the world Jewish? Somebody's asking. Arnold Schwarzenegger. Yeah, I know Arnold a little bit. I don't know that rich and powerful people in the world are all Jewish. The richest man in the world, Jeff Bezos, isn't Jewish, and Warren Buffett's not Jewish. And I don't know. I don't get into the ethnicity thing, but okay. I went a little bit longer than I said I would, but I wanted to just give everybody a chance to jump in. I'll read the last few names, and tylopez.com/start. What do we got here? Read the names of people who have gotten in while I was talking about all kinds of random stuff. We've got Andrew Gordon, Saskatoon, Saskatchewan. Toulouse Michael, welcome to the group. Midlothian, Texas. Jose Flores. Downey, Chris Charles, welcome to the group. Vaughn, just your name's just Vaughn. Sylvia Hernandez in Tijuana, welcome to the group. Monica Sengzone in San Diego, welcome to the group. Kimberly in Carmichael, California. Athena Walton, welcome to the group in Columbus. Ashton, oh no, that's a different program. Sorry. Mark Gutierrez, Orinda, California. All right. I'm not gonna, sorry if I didn't read your name, but I'm gonna jump off here. TylerFez.com/start. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. And